2001 NBA MVP, Allen Iverson.
Let me see if I'm dreaming. Let me see if I'm dreaming.
Two. Corey with the three. Doesn't go. JV being held down. And now Richard Jefferson in the face of Jonas Valanciunas. And Terrence Ross cuts off Richard Jefferson. And a fever pitch here in Game 6 in the second quarter. And Richard Jefferson going at Jonas Valanciunas. And let's see exactly why this transpired. Jonas battling for position underneath. And it looked like Richard Jefferson just came right at Jonas Valanciunas. And you see Patrick Patterson racing over there. And I don't know why Richard Jefferson...
Well, Jonas Valanciunas threw an elbow there.
Well, that was just him trying to come away with the ball, the rebound, because he was
hacking. And that is the second turn. Look out, James and Beverly in a scrape there.
Easy there.
Inside the restricted circle. All players stay on their respective benches. So no suspensions going forward. But James bowled over Beverly. And the contact happened. Now Patrick Beverly does not back down from many. Been involved in many scrapes over his time in the league, and he and James bump as they walk by here.
There's no doubt about it. They go to their
respective benches, and the officials will now take a peek on video.
Now you're right on it. Now just watch as Beverly tries to take the charge here. Now LeBron is going strong to the rim. There he is. He's outside the three-point line as the pass is made off. Now, depending upon who you're for, right now you're going to make it.
Left hand is on Beverly. He's going to push himself up to get up, and Beverly starts to throw the arm up there. As soon as Beverly engages, James pushes back. And is one person more at fault in escalating this event than the other guy? It's going to be very hard to separate here.
Well, we're talking about a 6'8" guy at 260 over a guy at 6'1", all right? And then you're going to say whether he allowed him to get up, whether Beverly said something as he was coming up. Only the guys that are involved understand what happened there.
The combatants in the middle of the mix there.
But to me, I think that LeBron gets away with an offensive foul.
Well, here's the bump I talked about, Hubie, a moment ago. The first call here is technicals on Beverly and James, and a common foul called on Beverly. Now the fans are watching the video here in the arena on the big screen. They're seeing the same thing that you saw at home, so that's why you heard them react to the
a finals record now for most threes by a team. Curry had a notion there to Barnes. Green and James jawing at each other while play continues. Iguodala the pull-up. That won't go. And a double foul is going to be called. Channing Frye getting in between LeBron James.
Spencer Hawk. Foul. J.R. Smith. Whoa. Spencer. Looked like he made contact with LeBron James and J.R. Smith.
Brooks picked up on a switch, goes to the hook over Thompson. Brooks can do that. Gibson and Dellavedova get involved. Smith was pushed, and here we go. Both coaches off the bench, and they tell the rest of the team to stay where you are. Do not go onto the court. We'll get another look at that. Shumpert saying something in the direction of Gibson. You can see Joe Crawford warning him.
I was about to say, if you want to get kicked out of the game, go talk to Joey Crawford.
You see the collision. Gibson went down. He felt he was pushed, and
to about 12. You've got to be more efficient, and he struggled initially, but I think now he's starting to come into his own, much more comfortable out there, and embraces his role.
Embiid and root to the hoop. You can count it, and a foul. Richard Jefferson dared to get into the way of the 7'2", 275-pound Joel Embiid. And right now Jefferson and Embiid are having some words. I can only imagine that maybe Embiid had something to say after the collision.
Well, yeah. I mean, no, the play went as it went, and I'm not sure if Jefferson has any beef with the way the play went down. However, his reaction seems to be about the extracurriculars, and we don't know what was said.
And Green, James and Curry. Look on Mike Callahan's face. Looks like that nosy neighbor. James and Curry having words.
It was Curry's standpoint when he's trying to get open, and late in the game, it's anything goes.
Certainly plenty of contact. That's where Curry objected and said something to Jason Phillips, the official. And LeBron James.
James behind the back. James up in the air to Thompson. Back to a 12-point game, 77-65. Holding for the final shot of the third. Lowry with 25 of his team's 65 points. Here's Kyle making a move on the inside. Biyombo, and a collision, and Biyombo not happy at all with that foul as he gets up, and Thompson up as well. And Bismack Biyombo. Dellavedova was the one that really created that, and it's something that you talked about.
That's right. That's what he does.
It's going to be a flagrant, I would imagine.
And just be overly aggressive. And right now the Raptors have to come in together and say, hey, you know what? This is our home court. We're not going to get pushed around. We're not going to get beat up on our. We're going to play physical, and we're going to come at the Cavaliers.
And it was James there as well, and Thompson was the one that jumped in front of Dellavedova. 77-65 as James capers. And we'll take a look at this, but I believe it's going to be a flagrant one. Would it be my guess? 2 shots in the ball for the Raptors. The initial defense good there, and then there was no intent whatsoever
no play
to make a play on the ball.
Now, what do you tell players? If you're going to foul a big, you foul him hard so he doesn't have a 3-point play opportunity. So what Dellavedova did
against Morris. This is to Irving on the wing to Smith. Short with a long gun. Rebound, Contavious. And LeBron and Marcus Morris get tangled up. And LeBron shoved and got caught. Derek Richardson gets between them. Ombre gets between them. The jawing has stopped. Double foul has been called.
Here they're going to get locked up, and they can't free themselves. LeBron shoves, and it's right there in front of official Derek Richardson. The shove was up high, too.
12 of 24 shooting for 29. Channing Frye, and a foul between Jefferson and Maker. Jefferson felt Maker did something that stepped out of bounds.
Well, I like that in Jefferson, though. He's a mild-mannered guy, but he's not going to take any miss. That's the coward's way out.
RJ picks up a technical foul. Boy, he's really hot. Curtis Blair letting him vent a little bit, but he's close to the line here. And now he's been tossed. So Richard Jefferson, and not picked up a technical foul this year, gets a standing ovation. As he stood his ground, at least verbally, and picks up Tex 38 and 39 and a souvenir for that number 24 jersey.
To about 12, you've got to be more efficient, and he struggled initially, but I think now he's starting to come into his own, much more comfortable out there, and embraces his role.
Embiid and root to the hoop, you can count it, and a foul. Richard Jefferson dared to get into the way of the 7'2", 275-pound Joel Embiid, and right now Jefferson and Embiid are having some words. I can only imagine that maybe Embiid had something to say after the collision.
Well, yeah. I mean, no, the play went as it went, and I'm not sure if Jefferson has any beef with the way the play went down. However, his reaction seems to be about the extracurriculars, and we don't know what was said.
Now for it, LeBron James spins. And a foul again on Boston, and now Tucker's starting to flare. Smart is a guy who